Hey y'all, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you know when I post new videos. I'm going to be doing a video what is week in my life. As a nursing school student, I'm currently attending Chamberlain University. The only course I'm enrolled is in our 341 Complex Adult Health or Critical Care Nursing, 8-week session courses, and a 3-year BSN program. If you have attended Chamberlain or you know about Chamberlain, you know that critical care is one of the hardest courses out. I actually took this course a couple months ago and I didn't pass it, so you have to stay out like a session or two if you don't pass a class. So I'm not really nervous because I'm like on the edge and I have to pass. I don't have no other option. Hybrid editions due to COVID and everything. We have our test on campus, the days that we have test on campus. We also lecture on campus the day after and we wear our masks and everything. And then we do attend live clinical at the hospital. Lectures online when we don't have tests on campus. Clinical site, neurosurgical critical care unit, ICU. I'm tired about repeating the clinical again, but I am excited to get more hands-on experience that you're going to have to complete in different periods of time based on where you live or different schools that you attend. And the things that I always have to renew is like the HIPAA test, OSHA test, basic life support certificate. So that's what I'm currently working on right now. You have to do a module online or you can do one in class, but I chose to do one online. Go meet tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. to do my hands-on and show CPR in front of an instructor and verify that I can perform it, and my renewal card will get sent to me in the mail. Here's what the online portion looks like at the beginning for the BLS certification renewal. And here's the room where I had to go renew my CPR certification, do my hands-on in front of the instructor. It's not much, but hopefully this gives you an idea of kind of what to expect walking into it. The first thing I do before I start any session is I make sure I print out all the PowerPoints of every single page that's going to be on the first exam, and I print out where the PowerPoint slide fills up half the page and then the notes of it are at the bottom. If there are any worksheets or diagrams or charts that are listed in the file section already for us to be able to print out, I go ahead and print it out. So here's the color copy, and then I make copies that are black and white so I can practice. So I fill out the colored paper with like the correct information, and then I use the black and white copies and I carry them around with me everywhere to practice it. The form that I showed you was on the different type of shocks, and here's different burn practice questions. I like to stay very organized, so I go ahead and fill out everything on my calendar that is for that month, and then I'll erase it and fill it out for the next month, and so forth on. We do take all of our exams using ATI, and we have an ATI learning template due each week, so I want to go ahead and get some out of the way. If you aren't familiar with what ATI templates looks like, here's a blank example of one of the forms. The way I organize my binder, since we have 3 exams, I put 3 big main tabs, and then within those, I section it off by each week. It's time for my 2-step TB renewal. Here's the aftermath of what the shot looks like after. Ouchie! My clinical for next session is going to be at the VA, and the VA requires a lot of documentation for us to be able to attend a clinical there, so we have to have a meeting with our clinical advisor to make sure we complete everything correctly. Depending on the nursing program we go to, since we do ATI, we have a content mastery exam in every course, and in critical care, it's going to be med-surg. For those exams, you have to do a practice A and a practice B. We have to do 3 critical points based on each content topic that we missed, along with a certain number of the active learning templates based on the percentage that we made. The way Chamberlain works is that once you get to your specialty courses, you only have clinical 4 times session rather than having 8-day clinicals. So sadly, I actually don't have any clinicals into the 4th week. So try to do every week is make sure I at least meet with a peer tutor once a week. Make sure I meet with my Chamberlain coach each term, each semester. Sometimes even more than that if I need help with different concepts. I found that to be super beneficial to me. I used to not go to tutoring at all, and I used to just study on my own. But ever since I started utilizing CAS, Chamberlain Academic Success Center, using their resource and the peer tutors, amazing how much more I'm able to absorb. It's just wonderful. I highly suggest that if your school offers tutoring, or especially if you go to Chamberlain, I know they offer tutoring, take advantage of it. You're paying for it in tuition. There for a reason. It's week 2 and it's time for my first exam. Here I go, walking in. School has a policy where they don't let us know the grades until 24 hours after that policy, but we will wait and we shall see what I made. Here's a few pictures of our simulation lab. This is where you get a scenario and you treat the mannequin as a real patient. Results are in. I made a 64, which is improvement because last time I took the test, when I failed the course, I made 42. Hurrah for that. A vision of how long I spent studying for this exam. Nothing but study for this exam. Literally, didn't spend time with friends, didn't really spend time with family, did with schoolwork and spend time on this exam. Dedicated my whole time to it. Except other necessities that you need to do in life, you know? And I still made a 64. Not the first time that's happened to me in nursing school. If you haven't been able to tell, it has been super busy the last couple of days, and especially with Chamberlain having 8-week sessions and it being an accelerated program, things just move like this. I am currently not working at a physical job. I'm working at home, reselling things online. That is something that I have learned. I was living on my own, another city, school there, went to multiple different schools. I had to do it all on my own. I just realized I could not balance having like 2 or 3 jobs in order to be able to afford all my bills to live on my own and to go to clinical and class and study. It was just, I was not able to be successful with that. It was too much stress on me. So I did end up moving home with my parents. Now I'm going to a different school, and that has helped me so much because not having the stress of paying all those bills, focusing on school. I'm super blessed for my parents and beyond grateful. And all I'm trying to say by that is that if there is family or anybody that could help while you're in nursing school, I know sometimes it's hard to accept help. It's very hard for me to accept help. Nursing school is such a different time. That's where you need to accept all the help you can as much as you don't want to, because it's going to help you in the long run. Or else you'll be like me and you'll go to like 5,000 different nursing schools and it'll be like 10,000 years later and you still don't have your nursing degree. But we're going to keep pushing and we're not giving up. If you enjoyed this video, then please comment down below because I'd love to know what you loved about it, what you didn't love about it. If you did enjoy it, then tell me what I could improve on. Yeah, for this video, I'm going to make a video when I do go to clinical on the 4th week, telling you a little bit about that, record all that. I can be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button.